Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to LonaRPG. Now, this should be the beginning of part 21. Right now, we're currently in... people usually call the after recording post-recording, so we're currently in, like, I don't know, current recording, I guess. I have not played anything from the last video. In fact, this is starting right after the last video. For me, for you guys, it's still been a couple of days, but yeah, I just recorded the Tome of the Berserker and the Cecily Quest one, and this is going to be working towards the rebirth mechanic. I already talked a little bit about it. I think I picked up the prostitute trait, which should let me get some stuff done. And there's quite a bit to all this that I have to do. So let's see. Just so you know, I am currently looking at the wiki, which is why nothing is happening on the screen. Granted, you guys can kind of see stuff, but I want to look at the rebirth mechanics because there is the crossbreeding matrix. And let's see, with the Orkines, so with the crossbreeding matrix, it tells you what the chances of having a certain type of child are. And we're only a human. Our current Lona is not a moot or a deep one or an abomination or anything. So if you're looking at the column, if you're deciding to look at the wiki, we're only using the human Lona one. Now, there's several different species you can have intercourse with. The humanoid ones are the only ones that matter because obviously you can't have like a pig baby, and yes, there are some scenes involving that, which is we didn't get to, and I don't think we will, but keep that in mind. So fish kind has a chance to birth a fish kind baby, which we can't use, a deep one, which we can, a human, and then there's the miscarriage. Fish kind and deep one are an even percent chance, and as are miscarriage and human. Moots can birth either a moot or a human. I think everything can have a miscarriage, so I'm not gonna keep counting with those. Deep ones can be deep one or human. Orkines can be Orkind or Goblin with, I think, like a 9 out of 20 chance. And then a Moot with a 1 out of 20 chance. Now, I would say one of the easiest but probably longest ways to get a child in this game is by going out to find some Orkines or Goblins and getting enslaved by them, because they will continue to mate with Lona until she just basically pops out kids left and right. And I would assume, you know, if you keep doing it, eventually you'll get a moot baby, and then you just have to escape with it. There's another thing we're going to do, which I actually forgot, and I have to go back to the bank in this game to get it, to get money. So we're gonna go in here. I don't remember how much it costs, so we're just going to bring 5 copper coins, because I don't think it's going to cost 10,000. Refugees, no thanks. I'm not giving away all of my wealth right now. Okay, so if you come to Elise, you can barter with him, and you can grab this mod here. It's mod breast A. This increases your milk volume over time, and this means Lona will oh wow, I didn't realize it was actually that cheap. Lona will continuously create, you'll always be able to milk herself. You know, with you can take her breast milk. Because she always, I don't know how to explain it, but you guys know what I'm saying. So she just continuously has a supply that builds up. So you can always feed your baby, which you do have to feed your baby every half cycle, which means every in-game day and in-game night, you have to have at least one milk on you to feed your children. If you don't, I think they just die. If you know, but I don't know if there's like a percent chance that they die or not. But I highly recommend getting this and just grabbing like 20 milk before you actually do anything hasty. You don't have to grab this until you are pregnant. Well, Lona is pregnant. But even then, I mean, if Lona's pregnant, she typically generates milk anyways. But you can stockpile some with this, and you can also remove it. Granted, it's very expensive. So just keep that in mind. And that's what we're going to do right now, actually. We are going to go ahead and get the thing there. So, because that is not a big deal, so we'll accept. Okay, come with me. Mrs. is ready, so Elise is ready too. So he puts us to sleep. Let's begin. There we go. Wakey, wakey, miss. Regaining consciousness yet? This bed belongs to Mrs. Let's rest for a while. So, now you go to health stats, and you can see we have that mod. So, she produces milk all the time. And you can use the ability basic needs to do that. But we don't have any milk currently stored up, so let's leave again. Cool, I can make it in here. That makes me pretty happy. I'm trying to do as much as I can before we leave. So I have 44 large copper coins. Let me save before we do this. Basically, I am going to attempt to convert some of this into gold. Okay, so that's an extra 2 gold right there. So that leaves us with 13 gold before we do the rebirth process, which is, in my opinion, pretty good. Make sure my audio is working okay. But right now, this is pretty much the plan. So we have 3 gold coins here. We have 10 in the bank. We'll be carrying over 11 large copper coin. In fact, I can probably... let's convert a good portion of these into more large coins. $86 points. I think I'm okay with that amount. And that gets us 5 large coins. And then we'll take all of these out real quick, put them in, put those in, and we'll carry 4 of those. Put the lantern up, put the slope visa up, and then this is the part where it's gonna kind of suck because I'm gonna have to edit a little bit beforehand, but we're going to unequip everything from Lona. Just take all of these off, even though I don't need to do that. Because everything in the bank should carry over. There we go. Yep, they took my clothes. Oh no. Okay, so we'll end up resting. Yeah. Okay. So, now, let's talk to him. Which is funny because I'm going to have to blur this out, but this is the very last quest I think they do. Miss Lona. Mr. Grey Rat, is something wrong? What are your thoughts about this island? This was my home, but everyone I've known and loved are gone. My father, my friends, they're all dead. I no longer have a home. Seeing nothing but death, destruction, and misery all over this island now, You wish to leave this island, yes. Yes. I really believe that Noer Island is doomed. Listen, I wish for my mistress to leave this island as well. Huh? I can't let her stay in this horrid place any longer. If this continues on, I know Lady Cecily will die here. I was hoping you would be able to help me persuade her into leaving. Wait a minute. How can I persuade her? I don't think Lady Cecily would be willing to listen to a commoner like me. Lady Cecily is the type of person who refuses to give up, no matter how dangerous the situation is, right? What you just said is correct. Perhaps we should just forcibly tie her up and take her away instead. Like how he gets so angry. I was just joking. I'm sorry. My lady is waiting for you in the backyard. Please try to talk to her. I'll do my best. I don't see why not. We may be nude, but that doesn't mean we can't talk to her. Yes, Lona? Yeah, there we go. Comp Cecily 45 to 46. Still on development, work in progress. Alright, so now we will go through a prostitution thing. I would get to show you guys that. Because we'll collect breast milk. So I think it goes all the way up to like 3,000. I don't know if it continuously goes up, but you can collect certain amounts. The higher you go, I think the higher a chance she has of accidentally letting too much flow out, and it just constantly drains your stamina. So I kind of would do like 2 to 3 max at a time. But there you go. Lona puts away a jug filled with her breast milk. Doesn't feel as swollen as before. And then we'll take a bath. So now we have a clean Lona. We look great. So we will do some prostituting now. So this is going to obviously be edited for YouTube. It'll be blurred. If you want to see the full version, again, I have my Patreon, and all the videos on there are free. I do not even have a thing for payment at this time. So if you want to see the uncensored videos, go there. It leads to my Google Drive, and it has almost all the videos done. So when it comes to the prostituting, you just talk to anybody. And then the prostitution option appears. And depending on Lona's personality, which we have tough, will change how she approaches this. No choice. I need the money. Hey, if you pay me, we can... 49 versus 1. All tavern people have only 1. Success. Alright, so here you go. They requested Lona for a blowjob service. They promised to come outside. It will pay Lona 0.559 times the amount of trade points. So you'll have options here. And if you say that you're a virgin, and you are, I think it increases the amount of trade points they give. I believe it's a 1% chance that they actually deny taking your first time because they say that you should save chastity for your husband. It is an extremely low chance. I've never seen it, but I've really only done this like once, because on the other save I didn't like repeat the version part, because once you select this option and they take it away, you can no longer select it. I've never done this before, having sex. Customer smiled with glee and excitement when Lona informed them she was a virgin. They requested Lona for vaginal service, and they promised to come outside. They would pay 6.149 times the amount of trade points. They're beginning to lose their patience. Yeah, their mood is going down. So I think if they get below a certain mood, they stop. But we're going to let them come inside if possible. There is I think 1% chance that they don't like this. Inside. I said inside. You're lucky I'm giving you permission. Yeah, okay. And then there is a QTE for this. I don't remember the controls. Let me look. Which you don't even notice it's a QTE unless you read the pamphlet that is actually in the room next to us right now. Although I've already picked it up. I believe it's A. Where is it? Sorry, I gotta actually look at this real quick for the QTE. Should be on this page somewhere. Okay, yes. A is for vaginal, S is for anal, D is for blowjob, and F is for handjob. So we'll be using A here. And the better you are, I think the better the payout you can get, and the higher your sexy value can become. Lona's hymen was torn apart. A sharp tearing pain filled her entire hole. Jesus Christ, right. So we're not gonna voice a lot of this. Alright, there we go. I actually don't know how to do the QTE, just to be clear. I know to press it. I don't really know when you're supposed to press it. Alright, there we go. So, I'll let you guys read this if you want to. I'm not going to. But here you go. It's the first time we've done something like this with Lona, and it was consensual. Now, she does get dirtier the more she does this. You can see how dirty we are. It changes the stuff we get here. Our stamina goes down. Our food is down. But he did pay us. He paid us 2 large copper coins. Because unless I didn't put them back up. I don't remember if I did. I think I did. I think I put them all up. And he might have given us some copper coins. I don't know. But either way, We have enough for food, but you can see it also gives us trade points, because basically the way it works is when you prostitute yourself, you get trade points, and then after the experience, you it converts what can be converted into coins. So let's go ahead and buy a couple of keys, and then get some food. Yeah, I don't think I have enough to... Yeah. So we'll sell one of those with the good soup. Now, one of the things that sucks is when you're doing this, you can't, unless you have clothing equipped, you cannot use coconut during the day to sleep, because your weak is very low, and she thinks you're begging. Or at least if there is a way to do it, I don't know how. I could not get it to work, but that's the prostitution. So I'm going to stop this bit here. Most of the recording after this will probably be post, but there might still be some that were recorded tonight, and I'll fill in the gap as needed. So that's going to do it for this little section, but it's not the end of the video because there's still more to do. We're 22 minutes in. That took 22 minutes. Jesus Christ. So whatever method I end up doing, we'll probably work on that, and so on and so forth. But for now, yeah, I'll see you guys when I get the chance. Alright, so this is I've been playing around a little bit, and you can see we haven't done too much. I have given away Lona a little bit to I think, as you can see, it's 12 humans and 3 mixed race, which I think those are moots. And I didn't notice this, but I think we actually got pregnant on the very first person. Because I went to go do a couple of things, and Lona has been like super vomiting every day, and then I decided, okay, well, that's a little weird. So I looked up on the wiki, and it says that that's actually one of the side effects when you first get pregnant. So I was like, okay, so maybe she is. And there's actually a way to confirm it. If you go to Elise, you can ask him to check if you're pregnant or not. And I did, and he said that, in fact, I am pregnant. So I just read the thing for that. So, so we are already pregnant. I'm pretty sure that does not happen very often. And I'm pretty sure we only have a human baby, which sucks, but I don't feel like reloading everything to try again. And if we have a human baby, that's fine. If it's a moot baby, that's good. I bought some tea because it restores stamina and it heals her fetus if we're pregnant, and we are. And I can't remember exactly how it is, but I do believe, yeah, here we go. So while Lona is pregnant, the baby inside her can die if its HP reaches 0. Its health can be increased or decreased. So we can sleep with high amounts of food or drinking Noer tea. Those heal it. Now, I don't know if there is enough, what do we call it? I don't know if there is enough or if there's a way to check the baby's HP. Oh, here we go. See, we're throwing up again. And you can see that I'm not sick in any way. Don't mind this. I think I just prostituted her just before I started recording the audio here. But yeah, so she's pregnant. That's good. And I think we still have like 15-ish days until the baby comes. Now, this isn't the same as a day-night cycle. I think it takes an entire day, an entire night cycle to count as a full day. So, and we're on the hard difficulty, so it happens very quick. I think on hard difficulty, the minimum pregnancy length, especially for humans and moots, is 15 days, whereas on hard, it's 21, and on Doom, it is 48. And that's without stacks of a certain thing. So we have here, you can see I have some Orkine semen and some mutated mushrooms. I should in post have talked about this. If not, I'll explain it now and show a little bit of the clip from that. But basically you can, if you have a high enough week, it has to be over 50, which you can use by getting clothing that decreases your week. I killed some skeletons and looted their stuff for it, but if you do that, you can actually go to any Orkind encampment, any of their dens, and if you can get past the ones that attack you and kill you, some of them you can actually talk to and barter, but your week has to be above 50. And if you talk to them, they usually sell you Orkind semen for 10 trade points, I think it is. And sometimes they'll have a mutated mushroom. Both of those items can give you seedbed womb stacks. Or is it? Yeah, seedbed womb stacks. And those actually increase your chances of getting pregnant. And you can have up to 10 stacks. Now, the chance of you getting those are low, especially with the Orkind semen. But it is doable. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, so Lona is actually pregnant. It happened way faster than I thought. I think I've only been playing an hour since the last not post thing. I actually need to go to sleep because if I don't, she's going to keep vomiting and I'll lose food, and you know, time's not passing right now. Basically, I've kind of been using her to sleep with other people to get enough money to buy some keys, and then during the nights we use a key to sleep, and then during the day we use coconut to sleep, which is why I'm actually wearing clothes right now. Oh, and we leveled. But yeah, we have clothes on right now, because if you try to talk to Coconut with too high of a week, the only thing you can do is beg from her. She will give you food. And if you try and beg from her more than once, she will... Big Mama will kick you out. So, we'll go to Elise just to make sure I'm still pregnant, because I did reload a save. Aha, gotcha, I see it. Huh? Mm-hmm. It'll be about 15 days before you can give birth to it. I can't see what kind of species it is, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm pregnant. Don't forget to visit me if you want to give birth or have it removed. Yeah, in the last 4 days of pregnancy, if you go to Elise, he will help deliver the baby, and that is nice. Like, he'll give you free food and resting. And I think unless it's an abomination baby, he will actually let you keep it. So that's just kind of the update that I wanted to give. You can buy Noer tea from Big Mama. I think she holds 4. And I'm pretty sure Elise has some too. But yeah, I bought these clothes to not make Lona as weak. But that's going to be it for right now. So I will see you guys in either the next post or next current talk. Or, you know, whenever the baby gets delivered, I suppose.
1 hour later.
This is not my script. We've made an agreement. Everything shall follow what I've wrote. Damn it all. You truly are the worst player I've ever had to play with. Don't you remember what happened during our last game in order to appease your stupid grand adventure and your disgustingly overpowered character? Justice appeared and saved the world. It was a grand adventure. Right, you and your stupid minions nearly annihilated the entire universe and almost ruined everything. Because of my amazing strength and powers, the whole world continues to strive with justice and peace. Exactly, I had to fix your stupid power fantasy storyline and change it into a normal, active world for you to enjoy. No, I do not approve. You mustn't modify my story and plot. This is the whole point of story, or of my story. From beginning to development, twist and end. Your rotten soul wouldn't even understand what change in character development means. This is just another Mary Sue story. Ugh. A revenge drama's plot can not be written like this. If this isn't fixed properly, your story will definitely be known as the worst story ever written. Impossible. Do you not see that the world still worships the saint? The world desires for grand adventures. Why, the tales of the saint can be found all over the world. You actually went down there and asked the people how they felt. Justice shall not be questioned. Let me take a look at this. Just what the shell is this I'm reading? Am I allowed to go in there? I know I kind of did this abruptly, but... Oh. What do you... yeah, what do you know? Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, look. So, we got some of the CGs. I know how to get all of them. Not really going to do it, though. Not this playthrough, at least. I probably won't get all of them to begin with, but we do have them. Transcendent, Script of Justice. Oh, that's not even that long. It was a dark and stormy night when it began. Jimmy's family member had been murdered by, I don't know, Doshuna? This black-haired protagonist who lost his family member also lost the duel when fighting, I'm going to say, Dogashuna. Dogashuna even stole away and slept with his childhood sweetheart. One day, Master Yurizo told Jimmy that he must avenge his lost ones. Jimmy hesitated at first, but then agreed to go find Dogashuna so he could get revenge and avenge his loved ones. Finally, again, the protagonist uses the power of justice that has been honed during his period of suffering from Dogashuna. Jimmy's powers defeated Dogashuna and his evil powers were weakened. However, during this ultimate battle, Jimmy's left testicle was unfortunately blown apart by Dogashuna. But even so, Jimmy decided to forgive Dogashuna because Dogashuna also had a family member. Dogashuna also felt the justice and attraction for Jimmy. Jimmy and Dogashuna were together and found true love at last. Excuse me? Okay. Justice, you need some writing classes. I mean, I'll give you like a C for some effort there, but that was pretty bad. Not gonna lie. Also, I've been doing these work things. Hold on. And you might have seen some already. But we'll do one not post. Just to show y'all. Here we go. Not bad. Send this over to him. Granted, we may end up having to reload because you can get attacked by basically everybody in the bar. And if you run out of time, Marry Me will kick you out. You gotta be careful in doing this because Lona is still pregnant for me. So the baby loses health when sleeping. Or, sorry, when using stamina. Don't know why I said sleeping. It regains health when you're sleeping. Just really gotta be careful because I don't know what causes them to become hostile, but they will become hostile. I should... Oh, there we go. Got paid. And that's pretty much how easy that is, so... also, I did see the baby's health actually shows up on the stats. So you can see that here. And I've also gotten a good bit of milk, 13, which should be good enough for what we need to do because we'll have the baby and we're pretty much going to be killing off Lona pretty quickly. But now we're going to go ahead and go back to post. So see you in a little bit. Alright, so here we are. I have... Ooh, there we go, baby's kicking. So, I'm gonna check. Oh, there we go. At least can smell it. The stench of someone who's about to give birth. It's Mrs. Miss, you're about to give birth. Yeah? Congratulations. Seriously, congratulations on your pregnancy. Thank you. Here, take a sip of this, Mrs. After you drink, just let Elise take care of the rest. What is this? Don't ask questions, you buffoon. Just drink it now. Yeah, drink it. Please don't be angry. I'll drink it. I'll drink it. Very good. Mrs. is such a good girl. Alright, there we go. Where am I? What am I doing here? Oh, he didn't remove this. Oh, did he oh, he took my clothes, okay. Okay, so you can eat here, and then you can sleep, you can collect breast milk if you need to. If you have the fetish stuff on, you can use this. But we're gonna move this down 1 to save. And pretty much just keep sleeping. Where am I? What am I doing here? You know what you're doing here, you dingus. And you can also bathe, which is pretty good. Baby is kicking again. Damn baby. Let me go to sleep, you son of a bitch. But we're pretty much just doing this until the baby is delivered. which should be soon. Oh, baby's kicking again. It really does not want me to go to bed. Babies, am I right? I'm actually a little surprised I haven't had the baby already. Oh, there we go. Don't worry, Mrs. Elise, it's right here. Go on, take a deep breath and then push with all your might. You can do it, Mrs. Elise is counting on you to add a new addition to my collection. Except that hopefully is going to happen. Alright. I'm sure this doesn't even, like, come close to how it actually is for this. So, well, there we go. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I did not know it was going to be this graphic. Yep, there we go. We got a kid. Gosh darn it. Didn't actually work. Paid so much and only got this lame thing. Yeah, we were passed out, so we couldn't feed it normally. And I think save the game and yeah, here's our stuff. And then we are no longer the pregnant. And I'm sure you saw when I had the chest open, but we have my baby. Oh, that's right, she's in pain because she just had a baby, so. And then we'll talk to Elise, see if they say anything. Okay, so it's just normal stuff, so. You can sell your children to, well, I guess it has to be monster babies, but technically you can sell the baby to them anyway. But what I mostly mean is there's another option that will pop up that says like sell child or sell baby or something, and you get more out of that than if you went to sell through the barter screen. But now we officially finally have a child. So we are going to deposit pretty much everything. I'll do that. I think that's how many trade points I have stored. Okay, it's just the guards. Which is good because ooh. Oh, that's fine. As long as you're lactating, you can feed the baby anyways. Damn it. I'm kind of an idiot. So, what we actually want to do, or what I want to do anyways, is come here. Save. Check on, make sure I have the baby still. I do. And we'll see if this works. So we're just going to try and die to these. So let's speed this up. They deal so little damage. Yeah. I'm actually going to lose stamina before I... Oh, there we go. I didn't realize if you lost all your stamina, it counted, but that works. Works for me. Yep. We've already been through this. Alas, it seems that our hero has finally perished in this cruel world. Will anyone even remember Lona and her deeds? Oh, but it seems she has left behind an heir. Allowing the child to inherit her mother's powers is also an option. Well then, choose your final fate. Yeah, so we're just going to be a human again. A wise choice. Like a phoenix, arise. So, I think Mother's Memories means all the quests or CGs. Maybe it's a CGs, I don't know. But yeah, you can change all of this. But we... Yeah. Oh. I totally forgot that you actually get... You have a chance to get perks when you do rebirth. So there's quite a few here. Most of them honestly aren't really that worth it. I'm trying to see if I can get the yeah, there we go. So that's the freckles. And then I guess you just hit B and then... Like a phoenix, arise. So there we go. And now we have freckles this time. And we are level 16. So we have 16 points. I actually didn't realize you would lose that much experience, but that's okay. We have actual plans on what we're going to do with our points now. So we're going to go all the way back up here and save. The only unfortunate thing is, again, I didn't get to get the moot thing, so I don't get the free 5 scoutcraft points, but it's okay. So we'll end up putting 5 into here because sneaking is a very major component for this game. And then we'll put 5 into here. And I'm just going to do the warrior again because that's what we have the gear for. So get those 2 selected, bloodlust selected. And then we'll continue with combat for a while. Until... Let's see. It's cannibalism, which we don't really need. We shouldn't need any other perks, really, until we get combat up a bit. I do want to get Scoutcraft 210 though. But I think the first thing I'm gonna do is get combat to 10 or 15, and then we'll dump 5 more into Scoutcraft, and then pretty much almost everything is gonna go into combat more, with maybe a couple of points into Constitution, but I'm not going to make a commitment to that yet. So we'll go with getting these 3, so we get increased attacks again, weapon expert, which is, you know, we get to use the saber right out of the gate, and we get tough. So there we go, and right now, immediately, oh yeah, we have freckles. Tiny brown dots, blah all over my face and skin. Father said it's because I often played outside under the sun. I've heard some boys find them cute though. I'm usually not really a freckles person, but I can admit that they can be pretty cute from time to time, so. Okay, so we don't have much in terms of like stuff right now, like equipment, but again, we should be able to go to the bank and fix that. So we'll get through this first quest, and then we'll go to the bank, and then I will end the video. But yeah, so we should be able to get through some of the beginning quests a lot faster. Yeah, we know how stamina works. Can't believe a rat can stun you. Oh god, did we get fucked already? Okay. Because I was worried that being in front of that rat, or I guess behind that rat, was going to make it like, since we were in between them, I was worried that we were gonna get stunned constantly. Okay, grab the pitchfork. And then we'll equip it. And then put the lantern, we'll put it on EX5 because I think we still get the light source from 5, and that it means I don't have to put the other skills, you know, the later ones. Wow, that gave a lot of meat, surprisingly. So I know I'm kind of saving way more than I should, but I am slightly, oh wow. We don't really need to grab the rats and stuff. Okay, yep, traps. We'll get rid of them just in case. Okay, and then, no, we'll save after we activate the cutscene here. Oh, does it? I guess it auto levels you here no matter what, maybe? Like maybe it always pushes you 1 point up even when you go through it. You know, I thought that you get an extra trait point when you... Oh, yeah, I guess you would because you start at level 1. Yeah, take that, you idiot. Oops. Well, I guess that's fine. Pretty good, pretty good. Now we just gotta kill this last one. Yeah, still gotta be careful. Yeah, what an idiot. Alright, there we go. So now we got the sword. So what is our attack anyways? It is 22 with the pitchfork, 19 without it, which we're probably going to stick to the short range. I know that, so there are supposed to be instances where using a specific weapon is better than using another weapon, which that's like, if you're fighting enemies that use swords and clubs or, you know, one-tile weapons, you want to use a polearm or a ranged weapon. And if enemies are using a polearm, you want to use a one-handed weapon, because the whole point is you're supposed, since you have the smarts of a human and these things are AI, you use the polearm to try and stay 2 tiles back against the one-handed enemies, and you use a sword and stuff to stay out of the 2-tile range and be right next to the enemy, because polearms and spears and such do more damage if you are 2 tiles away. So let's go ahead and try and grab a lot of these rats, because it can probably net us like at least 1 small coin if we grab all of them. But I'm pretty glad we got the rebirth thing done. I just want to say it took a lot less time than I realized. I am still on the same day that I recorded part 20. I did not think I would be able to do it this quick, because like I said, I've tested it before and it took me an insane amount of time to I mean, honestly, I didn't even get a child when I was testing way earlier. So the fact that I did this time is kind of astonishing. And it was like, I'm pretty sure it was the very first NPC that we had Lona sleep with. So now we save one more time. And we leave. Yeah, we already know about all this. And we go to the burning keg. I probably should have bought some keys and left them over. Alright, so now we can start skipping a lot of this. Not what I meant to do. I wanted to see what all we have in the inventory. Okay. And then I typically always like to do the Rising Dead in the Cemetery first. But actually, well, I mean, I'll still do it. But we can pretty much start doing... what's it called? We can start doing some of the more forward story quests now. Again, like the... what's it called? The Missing Caravan, for example. So I should be able to get... I can definitely get the key if I want to. Though I'm not sure if I'm going to. Have the lantern. Let's see, at this point, it's probably better to just go to the bank. Okay, so we go in here and we should have access to everything. Yep, look at that. We have access to everything from the previous character. So get all of this so we can be strong again. grab the smoked meat for food. We'll grab 2 blue potions. I'm gonna grab some of this extra stuff to make it stack again, you know? Yeah, we got weapons over here, so let's put... Oh god. The carbon back, the dragonweed back. Okay, that's good enough for the moment. Get this stuff equipped. So my question is, let's see. So our defense only goes down by 1 with all this. Our combat is 9, attack is 10. Increases speed, survival, and security. Ah, I see. So that's good. Even though this stuff increases attack and defense, for one, I think speed is important. It's a very important stat. So we do a little bit less damage with all this, but like you'll see, we have 6 security right now. I think it's, yeah, no. How do we have extra? Even our combat is 9. Security is, so where am I getting that extra security from? Or sorry, scoutcraft. I don't know why I call it security. I wonder if it is this and it's actually not saying that it is. So either way, we'll equip that, this, and that. Gives us 7 scoutcraft, almost 8. 10 defense. Our attack goes down by, I think, 1.5 almost. Our survival is at 11. Wisdom is at 0.25. Our weak is down. Our sexy is okay. So then we can equip this, which gives us 15 defense. Yeah, Freckles doesn't do anything. And dirt. Oh, really? Dirt increases your scoutcraft. I didn't actually know that. Okay, so now we barter, sell pretty much everything we can manage without it being weird. Okay, it's gotten kind of weird. Let's sell one of those, I suppose. There we go. That's not too bad. I mean, still pretty even. And then we'll take out 2 large coppers. And do I have any red potion? I do. I have 1. So we'll keep that. And everything else is pretty much what, you know, what it's gonna be at. What did the tribal war paint do? Decreases weak and morality. So my morality is 50 right now. If I equip that at this moment, does that make me a criminal? No. And let's see, what's the stat gain from it? So survival, scoutcraft, sexy. So Scoutcraft is 7.6, survival is 11. This makes it 10 and 13. That's actually not bad. And we look pretty alright. Oh, it's okay. It gives us minus 10 to morality. That's kind of like it's not really that huge of a debuff, you know. Okay, so the last thing I want to do before I stop playing is come here and we'll change the hairstyle finally, because I have not done that yet. I like the elegant single braid and the ponytail. I don't like the messy short and the unkempt long, personally. I always recommend, if you're trying these and you don't know what they look like beforehand, to save and then do it. It costs 1,400 to get them done. So we're gonna do the helps if I am not an idiot. So is it enough with just these? Okay, yeah, I kind of figured as much, but I was not sure. Okay, there we go. So we can get the elegant single braid. And as for hair color, I really like aqua. Pretty much I like all the different colored ones because they look pretty good. But I'm gonna do the aqua, yeah, so there we go. So we accept. Good choice, darling. Yeah. Look, sweetie, the new you. How delightful. And then we go to equip. To equip the single braid. Yeah, the elegant braid. And there you go. This is our new Lona. Very nice. We look pretty good. Or at least, you know, I think we do. So rebirths 1. This is the first time I have ever rebirthed in this game, and I'm pretty excited about it. Something is going on. Okay, it's just the guards. That is good. So we're gonna go here. And then we'll talk to Boss Mama. We'll barter. I want to get a meat soup. Actually, hold on. What did I? Okay, hold on. So let's cancel for a second. Barter, braids, and let me actually. Yeah, there we go. And then get a key instead, because I can make meat soup. And then we're going to recruit this guy. Yeah, we'll do it. Why not? I don't see why not. We could probably take all the skeletons by ourselves anyway, but I figure why not? Why not? So we already have. We've read most of this, so we know what all that says. But you can get all the notes again. I forgot what the other thing I wanted to. Oh yeah, I want to bathe. Oh right, yeah. And that's it. That is going to do it for this video. I know it might be a little weird because I'm pretty sure I've done some things in post. If I didn't, that's okay. Just means you got a very heavily edited video. It should be pretty censored. We did look at some plot stuff, sort of. I wouldn't really call the things between the three big NPCs lore with what we saw, but either way, we saw the cutscene with them. We got our rebirth. We did quite a bit of prostitution. We don't have Coconut anymore. We have to redo their quest line. Such a rude girl. What are you staring at? Sorry. So we have to do the missing caravan and all that, but we'll start small. In the next video, we will do the cemetery. We'll do it with this guy right here. And then we'll probably start working on trying to level pretty quickly. And I don't think we'll do another rebirth. I think what we did is already enough. We should be able to get off of the island by the time we complete Cecily's quest line for a second time. But I'm very happy with the progress we've made. And yeah, that's going to end it for this video. So, I'm trying to think of what I'm wanting to get through here. Right. If you guys want to see me go through all the old quests again, let me know. Or I guess it's more, I should say, if you don't want me to, you should let me know, because right now my assumption is I'm going to record all that anyways. But if you don't want me to, and you want me to just edit through some quests to try and get to where we were, that's fine. But just remember, we don't really have much left that we haven't done when it comes to getting off the island. I'm pretty sure we almost have enough to already do it to begin with, once we get all the quests done. Because with selling survival meat, doing Cecily's quest line, and a couple of other things, we should have more than enough to get out. Because it's 20 gold starting. We have 13. Cecily's quest line to the point that we have it right now is 10. So we'll have 23. So it's just going to depend on how much time passes between us doing that and finishing Cecily's quest. There are other quests we can tackle. There are some things that I want to try and do differently to show you guys the different outcomes that can happen for it. But for the most part, I'm not going to be skipping at least the more important stuff. But I'm pretty happy with this. I'm happy with what we've done and where we're at. So thanks everybody for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. I do put out videos for this every Wednesday and Saturday until we finish it, and then I'll move on to another game, which I think will also be an adult-oriented game. Not too sure yet. There's quite a few games that I actually have on the back burner. I haven't recorded any yet because I've been waiting to finish Lona before I actually start doing any other games. So, if you want the uncensored versions or videos, go to my Patreon. That should be in the link below. You don't have to pay anything to watch them. You just have to follow. I don't even know if you have to follow, but you can just there's a link to the Google Drive that has all the videos on it. So if you want to see the uncensored versions, just go there. But yeah, that's the end of this video. So bye bye. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.